I'm on my way home from the gym and I'm dying. I started doing these 1,000 knees and 1,000 teeps as prescribed by Long Swan, who is one of the greatest knee fighters ever. And it's kind of like One Punch Man when he gives the secret to his like superpowers, which is like 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 jumping jacks, and a 10-kilometer run. People are like, that's a standard fitness routine. He's like, that's the secret. That's what Long Swan's secret was. It's just like, he said, start with 500 knees and 500 teeps and then build up every day. So like you start with 500, the next day you do 600 and you just keep building. I don't do stuff like that. I like start with my toe on the line. So he said, when you're getting ready for a fight, you're doing like 1,000. So of course I started at 1,000, and I'm doing it 2 times a day. So morning session is 1,000 knees and 1,000 teeps, and then afternoon session is 1,000 knees and 1,000 teeps. It takes a while, like doing it I do sets of 100 and then I have a little bit of rest in between, and occasionally I have to break it up because I'll get called into the ring for pad work or sparring or clinching or something like that. But basically any time I'm not in the ring doing pad work, sparring, or clinching, I'm basically kneeing or teeping the bag. I'm really tired and sore, so it's taking me longer on some sessions. So like the first time I did it, it took me maybe like half an hour, and yesterday it took me like 45 minutes. Today it took me fucking forever. I don't even know. It took a long time because I was basically just doing knees or teeps if I wasn't doing anything else. But I'm also working on, I'm just sore in places that like I didn't think I would be sore. Like from the knees, I think my quads are really sore, and then I know my hamstrings are sore from the teeps. But it's exhausting. But I sparred twice today, so I'm also working on galloping, which I got from Yod Kumpan, the elbow hunter. The way his footwork is like galloping, it's incredible. And I realized that it solves so many things about my problems in fighting, because I tend to like creep forward, and then I get tagged on my way in because I'm like creeping forward. I'm basically a target for a very long time as I try to come in. This is like, boom, I'm in your house, like before people have a lot of time to hit me. So I might get hit once on the way in rather than like 10 times as I'm creeping in. So I was sparring with Den Siam at WKO, which is the first gym I go to in the afternoons. He's like 70 kilos, so he's a lot bigger than me. I'm 46, 47 kilos. And I was galloping on him, and it was working so well. I basically kicked his ass for 3 rounds, which is incredible. He did put his size on me. I did get thrown down a lot. But he took a picture with me afterwards because he was like, I want to show everyone that this like tiny girl beat me up today. And then I went to Petron and Pinu told me this morning that he wanted me sparring this afternoon. So I was sparring with Carabao, who's smaller than me. He's maybe like, I want to say 41, 42 kilos. So he's like a good 5-6 kilos smaller than me. But he's also southpaw, so southpaw against southpaw. And I was trying to gallop against him as much as I was galloping against Den, and it just, I don't know if it's because I was tired or I was like trying to do other things, or I was like preoccupied with some of the things he was doing to me, but I was just galloping less. And I could feel the difference in like what I was not able to do, because the times that I would gallop, I was able to like, my weapons would just come out and you wouldn't really be able to see them or block them. So that was a really good lesson to have in basically one extended session, is that it works against one person, it doesn't against the next person. Is not like, oh, now I can't gallop anymore because it stopped working. It's like, why was it working against this person, not this person? It doesn't work against everybody, but it has these advantages against everybody and all these things. So that was really, really helpful to get all in one session, and stuff to work on again tomorrow when I go back in and just keep working on these same things. Super tired. So I'm gonna try to get a massage. I'll see if I have time. I've got some content that I gotta put up, and I need to get to bed early tonight because tomorrow morning is one of our runs and I'm trying to get more sleep. I've been grinding for like 6 years, and I definitely don't I've written about this. I don't believe in overtraining insofar as the way it's talked about online, of like you can Google it, and if you keep below this threshold you won't be overtraining, and if you go beyond it you are overtraining. I think that's all really bullshit. I think it's all very individual. And the way people talk about the symptoms of overtraining, I attribute those to under-resting. It turns out I've been under-resting really hardcore for like 6 years, and there's probably a lot of ramifications to that. So Kevin, my husband, has been putting me on this regimen of getting more rest. So he's very hardcore about it. He's very kind about it. He'll like take things off the table so that I can get more rest. But it means I really have to rest during that time. So it's like, we're not taking it off because I'm overwhelmed. We're taking it off because Sylvie, lay down and have a nap. You have to sleep. So now I'm going to bed as much as I can at like 10 p.m., which really cuts off a lot of time that I considered relaxing, but isn't actually resting. There's a difference between relaxing and resting. Resting is basically sleeping, because you do things and your body does things in sleep that you don't do when you're just relaxing or taking it easy or whatever. So that's a little bit of a hardcore thing that I'm focusing on since starting nutritional ketosis, which I'm also trying to write a blog post about, and I've talked about a little bit with you guys. I'm like 2 months, a little bit like 2 months in. So yeah, try to get a massage so that I can go to bed. I'll probably get the massage like so that I can come straight to bed when I come home. And then I'm really excited to be back at the runs. I wasn't able to run for my last 2 fights because I have a tendon problem in my leg, but it's something being dealt with, and I'll figure it out as I go. I might start swimming if I can or something like that, just because cardio means a lot to me as a fighter in terms of confidence and kind of how I fight and what I'm able to do, as evidenced by a fucking 1,000 knees and 1,000 teeps, cardio monster, knee fighter conditioning kind of thing. So that's my jam right now, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for listening to me babble.